Interesting. Let's see what he's done, Fredman. He's done... He mixed Lonerism by Tame Impala. He did, a bunch of Flaming Lips. He did the Vaccines album, English Graffiti, which I love. Spoon's most recent album, I gotta check that out. He did Inner Speaker. No shit. This guy's got quite a track record, and, he's fantastic. And he, I guess, played, and this, again, does not matter to most of you, but he played bass in Mercury Rev. So who the fuck was singing? Because that sounded just like Wayne. Anyway, right. Right, that has nothing to do with Turok 2. But I've learned new things. Well, welcome back to this... thing. I sound enthusiastic, don't I? You know what the real problem is? The real problem is I have no idea where to go. Ever. So that's kind of what's bumming me out about this game. But we'll figure it out. I might be able to finish this tonight. I'll just have to retrieve one of them thingies, and then put it in the other thingy. So this is the Razor Wind weapon. I was talking about this last time, how excited I was to actually use it again. And it... semi-delivered. Meaning, it's good. But... it has... oh, there's the ion capacitor. It's good, but it's not quite as a... like, it gets stuck. It's powerful, but it doesn't always insta-kill like I thought it did. I just kind of remembered it being the most brutal, amazing thing on the planet. Turns out it's just pretty goddamn great. Which is still not too bad. And then that happens. That happens every now and then. Seems like the only appeal to this game is the nostalgia factor. You know, I wouldn't have said that, say, a week ago. Or 2 weeks ago. But... sadly... that is definitely part of the appeal. It's a huge part of the appeal. I still think that the shoot is done really well. For anyone just joining who has not watched very much of my Turok stuff, this game is still great in many ways, but suffers drastically in the level design department. The weapons are great, the shooting is great, the gameplay is great, the enemies are great, the gore is great. Level design sucks fat donkey dicks. And that's and that's what my memory casually left out when I was thinking about how great this game was. It's like, nah, bro. Nah, you're not gonna remember that, bro. Nah, go in with nice rosy-eyed expectations, you know what I mean? Get them tinted goggles on, bro. And then I get in here and it's just rat porn. And we are down to 4 health. The level editor is apparently coming. Great. I'm curious to see what people will make. I want people to remake the Duke Nukem campaign in this engine. Or like, you know, give me some straightforward, fun levels, and I will enjoy them. So yeah, I hope workshop support is utilized and cool stuff is created, because that would make me very happy. Multiplayer levels would be nice too. Okay, now this is where I was. I got the Razor Wind here. What does this do? What do you do? Oh God!
7 lives remaining.
Ah!
7 lives remaining.
God. Turok dies in the most brutal ways.
Game saved.
Let's see if this presents any interest. I think this is where I was. And to think I could be collecting Koroks, but instead I'm playing Turok. Yeah, that's how you get the Razor Wind. So we did that already, which means... I don't know what the fuck it means. That's death. You know what campaign actually did hold up pretty nicely? The Perfect Dark campaign. I'm sure GoldenEye held up too. One day I'm gonna revisit that with the mouse support. There's also like a 1080p GoldenEye thing with improved frame rates, but I think it's glitchy as fuck at the moment. But yeah, I'd like to potentially revisit GoldenEye, but Perfect Dark still holds up nicely. I was watching some video, I forget. Oh god, I forget who actually did the video, but it was a video interviewing the people from Playtonic, you know, the ukulele creators, and they were talking about the development of ukulele, etc., etc. And it got me kind of excited for the game again, because I lost a little bit of that excitement due to performance rumors and some other, like, I was worried maybe some of the levels were going to be like really empty. And I'm still a little worried, but I'm also kind of now looking forward to the game a little bit more. Though I'm not sure I'm going to end up streaming it. It's amazing. You know what's crazy? I'm aware of the controversy. I'm very well aware. I like how they altered the conversation by removing him from the game. They altered the conversation from being about the game to being about him. Whenever the game comes up. If they, you know, it's just been, it's been insane. Even on my stupid The Ukulele game, the horrendous April Fool's joke game that I played, all the comments were about Jang Trang. Like, seriously, it was just debate and war in the comment section. So... I wonder how long people are gonna, you know, get on that train and then, you know, then just make fun of the game because it'll suck dick. Or, it'll be amazing, and it'll be a return to the platformers that we all grew up with and love. But, yeah, I wonder when the conversation is gonna start shifting over. Someone said, personally, I feel that collectathons died out for a good reason. Thoughts? I have to be honest. Hey Joel, Turok has always had multiplayer, my man. My dude. It has. Now it's got online multiplayer, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm loving it.
Game saved.
First of all, the dude who said, Vinny, I think that the collectathons died out for a good reason. I want to thank you for being, like, really civil with your comment. And engaging in, like, a discussion. And not being like, collectathons suck cock and so do you, Vinny. Seriously, thank you for the really, really, like, thoughtful and, you know, thank you for disagreeing in a way that I can now talk about a little bit. Fuck. The answer is... they got a little stupid. And I think that for a little while the collectathon was just overdone. And it became less about interesting little objectives to collect the items and more about just collecting the items. which for some people is great. For me, I got a little bored. I think Banjo-Kazooie strikes a perfect balance, and I think that, I don't remember Banjo-Tooie. One day I'm gonna replay it. Flesh and blood. Yeah, I know Donkey Kong 64 was one of my favorite games ever when I was a kid. And since Joel's here, I'm gonna tiptoe around this a little bit because he's like a huge DK64 fan, and I am too. By the way, the ukulele rap was one of the most god-awful things I've ever heard. I love it. But no, seriously, DK64 was like, I think the reason that collectathons got a little bit out of hand, and people got a little sick of them. If it was streamlined a bit to all, like, the best moments, and all the little mini-games, and all the cool stuff, I really do believe that that game would still be, like, the high point of the genre, because it had potential to be. I told you, I wrote up a little guide for all the mini-games. I loved the mini-games. Whoa, awesome. I loved the barrels. I loved the abilities. DK64 was an awesome game. It just was so bogged down with, like, the fluff of collecting everything with every character and going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That, I think the real charm of the game was lost on some people. I know plenty of people that hated it when it first came out, that loved Banjo-Kazooie. So yeah, I do believe the collectathon died out, but I don't think it can't exist. Banjo-Kazooie was amazing. I loved replaying it. It aged remarkably well. And I think that, if done right, the collectathon could be as viable as it ever was. Same as it ever was! Yeah, it's the 101%. Like, that's all superfluous, that's extra. But it's still kind of fun to collect everything. Like, Banjo-Kazooie, I collected everything. I wasn't going to, but I just had a lot of fun doing it. But there weren't also... In Banjo-Kazooie, there were enough collectibles that you... wanted to collect them, but not so many that you got bored. So I'm definitely, like, under the thought that collectathons can still be done. How is that fair? Oh, that was a good razor wind kill. Holy shit. See, this is what I hate this part right here, when these fucking things shoot through walls. That is so... cheap. Come on, razor wind. Razor wind sucks. It sucks if you miss, because then you have to wait.
7 lives remaining.
Then there's people who like Crash Bandicoot. Someone just said Crash Bandicoot's better than Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks. You stroke one way, some people stroke full-fisted. I've never been a huge Crash fan, though I like the games well enough. Personally, I'm more of a Mario fan. Sunshine, Mario 64. That's why Mario Odyssey, I think, is gonna be amazing. I think Nintendo is gonna, you know, do that collectathon thing back to, like, it's gonna be fun to collect shit and like, go through the, levels and explore. But they're definitely good at filling their games with a lot of little interesting things and objectives. I'll give you an example. Think of the Koroks in Breath of the Wild like objectives in collectathon games. Bear with me. In collectathon games, like Banjo-Kazooie, you complete a little task and you get a little reward, which is usually a Jiggy, or a page, or a star. The Koroks are basically those little puzzles everywhere. So in some ways, that kind of thing is what keeps Breath of the Wild interesting when you're exploring. So I strongly believe that collectathons have their purpose. It's just, they gotta be done right. It's all about good puzzle. Puzzle.
nice of the princess to invite us over for dinner.
Sorry, someone in chat just said that, and I don't know why I parroted it, but there you go. Zoom out a bit. I see, okay, I see where I gotta go now. I just got a little confused. Wow, me get confused in a Turok level? No.
Sorry, a picnic. Not for dinner.
There was an amazing, like, cooking video or GIF with the subtitles. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It was like, they were making, I think, chicken parmesan in, like, GIF form, and all the, like, the captions for the items and the food was just amazing. Thoughts on Psychonauts? I played it once. I streamed it. That was my first time playing it, and I loved it. Turok 3, I think, is a great game, but it's got problems. It streamlined the level problems, but it also kind of took some of the balls away from the series, and that includes weapons and the weirdness. But the more I play Turok 2, the more I long for a linear level design that makes sense. What do I think about A Hat in Time? I don't know too much about it, really. I saw some video of it. I know it's a collectathon. I don't know, the main character doesn't really appeal to me very much. Just a Professor Layton in a hat. I know that's probably blasphemy for a lot of people. I'm willing to give the game a shot, though. If it's good, I'm down. Down to clown. Professor Layton also wears a hat. Yeah, so it's a mini Layton. It's baby Layton. Of course, the PCM launcher doesn't affect turrets. No? How about no? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I just went through the exact same room. How could anyone ever get confused in a game like Turok 2? And remember too, like, I give it a pass because this is also the N64 hardware was limited, and, you know, development time meant that you had to cut and paste a bit, but confusing as fuck. I know, even, look, three of the same room, and now I'm dead. Okay.
6 lives remaining.
Good. Copy-paste stuff in first-person shooters, it's almost in every one of them. You know, this isn't a new thing. It's just, for some reason, and I can't necessarily articulate why. I know some people would need that articulation, but I don't have it. For some reason, it's just extra frustrating in this game. There we go. Guess I kind of needed that anyway.
Scorpion missile launcher.
Alright. It's a good thing I like this music. Oh, well, that would have helped earlier. Paper Mario series.
Turok, how may I...
I cover a lot of the same topics. But it would be naive of me to expect everyone to have watched all of my streams. I like Paper Mario a lot. I've only played Paper Mario N64 and Thousand Year Door. I've streamed Thousand Year Door. Great games. Not interested in the other ones in the series. Super Paper Mario, I might stream it one day. That's probably the only other one I'm really thinking about checking out. So I've heard all about the other entries in the series, and I'm not so hot on them. See, it knows. It smells me. It smells the Turok sweat. Let's see if I can kill it with the Razor Wind. I've already given up. Sorry to say. That's over.
I am Turok. I am Pee-wee.
Five of the same room by now. Just love landing on lasers. And there's also wind in the room that just keeps pushing. This ship is massive and it needs lots of ventilation. Human-sized ventilation at that. Alright. Well, we're making progress. I mean, this level's divided. It's a little bit more tolerable than some of the other levels, because this level's divided into 4 separate areas that you can choose to go to at, you know, in any order you want. And then it's somewhat linear-ish. Like, when you go down these corridors, you kind of have, like, these little self-contained areas. So this isn't as bad as level 2 or level 4, God forbid. God forbid level 4. It's crazy because I think level 1 is the best level in this game. 3's okay. Even 2's not terrible. But it just gets a little bit confusing. I also like how you ride a fucking dinosaur with guns mounted on it in level 2 and then never again. Just one time. Just a one-time gig.
Game saved.
Nope, that's not happening. This, however, is happening. Yeah, eat a dick. Soon you won't know what a dick is. And he forgot what a dick is. And then forgot about existence. I really want to find that GIF I was talking about. Does anyone have that? The GIF of the chicken cutlets being the chicken parmesan being made with the Italian subtitles. Well, not Italian subtitles, but just like the names of the food are all like fucked up. It's on Imager. Hang on a second. I think he found it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I like this a lot. It's pretty big though, so let me give me a second to download it. I love this. Especially considering I've been cooking a little bit more. I actually think this is a cool recipe. I might try it out. But let's take a look. Where is it? Drag it to the desktop. Okay, here we go. So here's how you make chicken parmesan. Use pan lotion, get a little vampire kryptonite, some organic tear gas, and you stir it. You know, just on a little bit of the pan lotion. Put some Italian water. Good. Then you follow that up. A little stir. Stir constantly for a little bit there. Then occasionally, after the tasty leaf is put in, let it chill, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Chicken little alternate ending. Get that shit, mash it up with a chicken pancake. Flavor crystals, of course. And flavor ashes, which I think is a very appropriate way to say salt and pepper. Future generations beaten. Hansel and Gretel GPS. I didn't notice that one before, for some reason. Hot butter, hot bubble butter. You could use extra virgin if you want. Extra unfucked. And there you go. Chicken parm. Well, I top it with a bit of cow rice, of course. And melty milk pads. Burn in hell for eternity. And then you have yourself chicken parm. You know, watching it again with everyone, I can feel the eyes of judgment. Dead chicken with old milk. It's almost a little oh so random, but it's wholesome. I like it. I might just be getting old. And how... I have to figure out how this is going on. How do I open this again? Is this just on a timer? No, I think this one I go through and then that one's on a timer. The dude's corpse is still standing. And there it is. Door open. Ah, there we go. Button puzzles. Masterful. Did I just lock onto a turret with the cerebral bore? Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be able to do that. It did nothing. That was japes. Okay. Alright, now I just have to figure out how to get over here. Yeah. Quite a lot like that.
6 lives remaining.
I know what I have to do. You know what you gotta do.
I am Turok.
We've been hearing that a lot on this level. This is a very lifey level. Crystal ion required, eh? Eh? Alright, hey, you fucking bastard! Alright. I've gotta get one more in there, yeah? Oh, great! Great! So... whilst I look for this thing... Just a moment, please. Believe it or not, I'm drinking coconut water. Like I said, it's, you know, for virility. It's not that bad, actually. It's not... Coconut water is not an everyday thing. Coconut water for me is like every month. Every 2 months. I get in like a weird mood for it. I can't really explain why. Coconut, well, it's coconut milk. I guess I should, yeah, it's not water. I guess I just said it wrong. Or there is a coconut water too. No, this is just the juice of coconut. I wonder how many things that I've said I've liked in the past hour. Like, I wonder if there's anyone in chat who just checked their list off of like, yep, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, I don't like that because Vinny likes that. Alright, we're good. What do I like? I like to party. I think I have to go back this way. I might have to go back this way to look for one of these things. The J.O. crystal. Right? So here's another thing. While I'm walking around aimlessly, I'm not even going to attempt to go back this way, because I just know this is gonna be a fruitless journey. If anything, I'll have to go through the front again. So I watched that Rolling Stones documentary on Netflix because it was there. Now, I have a weird relationship with the Rolling Stones because when I was younger, I got Hot Rocks, which was like a greatest hits of their early stuff CD. My cousin gave it to me, and I thought it was great. I was like, oh, this is good stuff. And I can't really, like, I don't know what happened. Like, the Stones kind of, for me, just became rock and roll by numbers, where I just kind of got a little bit bored of them, and I felt like it was just the premier generic rock and roll band. And then, you know, again, I started trying to listen to some of their later stuff, and it just did nothing for me. So, I didn't really care very much for the Stones. But this documentary kind of made me like them again. First of all, Keith Richards is a hard motherfucker. You do not fuck with Keith Richards. He really is just, I don't know how, he's drugs in human form. Like, I'm not sure how the guy's alive. And that's covered in the documentary. So there's that. Also, Mick Jagger's a smarter dude than people give him credit for. And the rest of the band is pretty great. Charlie Watts is a pretty awesome drummer who doesn't really, he's kind of like Ringo-ish, but he really keeps that band, like, together when Keith Richards goes off on his drug-fueled guitar solos. And not just solos, but his rhythm gets all over the place. And they were talking about how Charlie follows Keith, which is weird. So a little music talk for those that absolutely loathe when I talk about dad rock, but this is for you. But one of the things that made me understand something about the Stones was when Mick Jagger said in the, he was interviewed, he said something like, in the early days, you know, we were viewed as dangerous. And he said that that was good for getting like a massive audience and everything, but it stressed them the fuck out. And as they grew as a band and got older, they kind of wanted to go for a more like kind of fun, not taking themselves too seriously thing. And that's why later Stones is kind of safe and not all that, you know, like, I don't know, like there's no sympathy for the devil later on, there's no Paint It Black. There's definitely so, I mean, Her Satanic Majesty's Royal Request or something like that was the name of their albums. They definitely had this weird fucking bad boy thing. I mean, if you don't know about the Altamont concert, they had the Hell's Angels do security for them. Someone died. Someone pulled out a gun and a Hell's Angel fucking killed him. And that was viewed as like the last bastion of the Woodstock hippy-dippy, like, festival, outdoor festival crowd. Pretty insane shit. It was a terrible, terrible concert. There's that. Oh, fuck. Right. I haven't saved in a while, so I'm just gonna take that death.
7 lives.
Yeah, so that happened. There was also... Again, they were looked upon as dangerous, like parents hated them. They were set up by the media and the record label to be like the anti-Beatles, because the Beatles had this squeaky clean image. They really weren't, but they had the image for a little while there. And the Stones were kind of just set up to be the, like, you know, the bad boys. Which happened again with Nirvana and Pearl Jam. I'm gonna talk about that in a second too. But I hate to say it, but that's the Stones I kind of like the best. Like, it just felt the most like they were taking risks and doing really weird, dark shit. Not that you need dark shit to make good music, but I feel like, my favorite Stones is those first few albums up until, like, Exile on Main Street and Sticky Fingers and all that. But yeah, it was a great documentary, made me understand them. I may still not love the Stones in their current iteration, but I can understand better. Like, could you imagine, okay, so here's people dying at your concerts, people, like, just rioting at your concerts, and you're viewed as these, like, devils, and you're dangerous.
How may I assist you?
That's not, like, a good life. I'm sure, and apparently Keith Richards was, like, medicating himself with all the drugs that he could find. He even said as much. Mick Jagger said he wasn't happy around that time. So they wanted to change it up a little bit. When Ronnie Wood joined the band, they got more, you know, fun. So, hey, I may not love it, but there, I think, yeah, that's it right there. I just gotta figure out how to get it. Oh no, it's not. That's not it at all. I wish I knew what that switch did. Speaking of the switch, my switch has indeed warped. You know about the meme? Something happened. Not the meme, but apparently the switch's heat can warp it a little bit. My switch is slightly bent. So good shit on that one, Nintendo. It doesn't seem to be affecting anything, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit worried. Weird. The other thing that Mick Jagger said that really resonated with me in this documentary was... Bear with me for a moment. Stick with me on this one. He said he does different characters when he's live. He does different characters for different songs. When he's on stage, he's an extrovert character. You know? And he said, I don't want to be that character all the time. He was like, when I get off stage, I'm done. I don't want to be that person all the time. And that made me understand him a lot more. It made me get the crazy dance moves and the crazy stage insanity that he does and the weirdness. It made me kind of, oh. I kind of describe myself as an introvert, and not many people believe me, because I'm like, I do conventions, and I'll like talk in front of people, and I'll stream every night, and I will do rock shows from time to time. But yeah, that's a character in its own weird way. Maybe not to the same extent as Mick Jagger. I mean, if you don't know how he is on stage, it's fucking weird. But well, I don't know what's going on anymore here. Going back this way. This is the only other place I can think to go. Fucking Christ, this game, man. Are these jape doors? I think those are jape doors, everyone. No, introvert doesn't mean you can't go on stage, it just means you need recharge. Extroverts, I think, the way I've learned what it's about is you can spend plenty of time. We talked about this on stream plenty of times, but you need time to recharge if you're an introvert. If you're an extrovert, you get energy from being around people. Like, that is your recharge time. You need to be around people a lot. For me, it's the exact opposite. So, social anxiety and being an introvert are not one and the same. That's an interesting way to look at that. Cocks! All the cocks! So many cocks. They all go hand in hand, living through their cock life. Crystal ion capacitor required. Alright, well, I've officially given up here. And I would very much like to find that thing, but I don't think it's here. I mean, it should be. That's what I'm led to believe, that there's 4 crystals in each area, but I've only found 3. Imagine how confused I am now. Let's just go on to the next area and hope that there's an extra crystal. So we've done 3 of the 4 areas, and one of them not completely, but I think it's gonna be just fine. It's a cool weapon you got there, cock. But I've been saying cock a lot. What's going on with that? That sucked. Yeah. So, the whole thing with the documentary, it's called Crossfire Hurricane. I thought it was a great documentary. It won me over completely. And if you have any interest in the Stones, or even if you don't, it's just fascinating. And it's also kind of a reflection of the time period, too. So if you're interested in the social movements of... maybe not social movements, but like just the drug stuff in the 60s, and the fucking... the hedonistic lifestyles that people lived then. And the music, and the way people were changing, and authority versus, like... Keith and Mick getting busted for drugs and going to court for only 1 day after getting like a year and a 6-month sentence, or 3 months. Or like how many times Keith Richards was caught with drugs, and then how many times he got a slap on the wrist and was let go. The guy was untouchable. Not condoning drugs, by the way. They don't even condone drugs. But I'm just saying, it's a hell of a story. What else? Oh, right, I was gonna mention the Nirvana versus Pearl Jam thing. I heard, the song Once came on from Pearl Jam today while I was in the car, and, it reminded me of when I was younger. Just a little story. Just a little story. Of like people taking sides and choosing things like company loyalty, band loyalty, brand loyalty, and how weird it was for me when I was a kid. So, my cousin was really into Nirvana, and he got me into Nirvana. I was like 10 or 11, so I didn't really know why it was good. I just knew I liked listening to the sounds. I remember someone bought me the Pearl Jam album 10, which was their first album. It's the one with Alive and Even Flow, all like the big Pearl Jam hits that everyone knows. I still think it's their best album, I love it. But when I was a kid, it was like, you know, Nirvana versus Pearl Jam, apparently. I had no idea. So I told my cousin, like, that I got the Pearl Jam tape. Yes, tape. Cassette. And I was like, I like this a lot. I was like, do you like Pearl Jam? And he was like, nah. He was like, I was like, why? He was like, cause Eddie Vedder's a schizo. Eddie Vedder's a schizo. I said, what's a schizo? And he kind of explained it. I didn't really know what he was talking about. But the way he said it, I was like, oh, that's gotta be a bad thing. I was fucking 10 years old, I didn't know any better. And I didn't fucking listen to Pearl Jam for years. Because of what my cousin told me about Eddie Vedder that turned out to not even be true. But the problem was that all of his friends in high school liked Nirvana, and they were against the Pearl Jam people, so they were saying shit like Eddie Vedder was a quote-unquote schizo, so that people would be put off to Pearl Jam and be, like, weird for listening to it. It took me years to find out that Eddie Vedder is not, in fact, schizophrenic. First of all, I didn't know what that meant for years. I just thought it was like, oh, he must be an asshole. But it was just, it was, yeah. And I don't necessarily blame my cousin. I mean, he was in high school. He didn't know any better either. Well, maybe he should have. But I mean, that's asking a lot for a high school kid in the early 90s. To be fair, I don't even think my cousin really knew what that meant. He was not always the most on point. I'm pretty sure he just regurgitated what someone told him. Why does it have that ability to do that much damage? Did you see what's happening? The cerebral vor did nothing!
5 lives remaining.
It was Nirvana versus Alice in Chains where you lived? You see, that wasn't an issue. It was always Nirvana versus Pearl Jam. Alice in Chains and Soundgarden around here were just separate entities altogether. Same thing with Stone Temple Pilots. Like, for some reason, there were no comparisons. And if you liked them, fine. But if you liked Pearl Jam, then you were a big dick face. And then 10 ended up becoming one of my favorite albums just a few years later. I was like, this is stupid. I like this music. This is good. And so it was good. And then Pearl Jam made 2 more good albums, and then I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened after that. I like a lot of their later stuff. Actually. I still think their first 3, Versus, Vitalogy, and 10, are like the trifecta. But I actually do like quite a bit of their later catalog, but just not in full album form, just kind of like random assorted songs. Was Hole even a presence in the music scene in the 90s, or was it just a shit spin-off from Nirvana with Courtney? No, Hole was a thing. I mean, that's what made Kurt go for Courtney, because Hole was becoming a little bit more of a thing, but, Hole was a lot of presentation, and there's a lot of debate. Oh. There's a lot of debate on whether or not she even wrote most of those songs. Because she dated Billy Corgan for a while, and some of the early Hole people have claimed sounds like Smashing Pumpkins. And then some of the stuff that she did, like Live Through This, when she was with Kurt, sounds a bit like Nirvana. For me, it's always been... I never really got into Hole. It was never my thing. Kinda hate Billy Corgan, I gotta be honest. Something about him really just reviles, like, is that the word I'm looking for? Reviles me. He seems like, I mean, he has his own wrestling league, He's very arrogant, and he seems like a jerk. I mean, I don't know him personally, obviously, but, he just comes across so arrogant and pretentious in his interviews. And I know a lot of people that absolutely loathe the guy for that. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you, I like some Pumpkin songs. I think some of them are great. But I think a lot of, the ego behind it is what, makes it hard for some people to listen. More importantly, how the fuck did he get involved with TNA? I don't know. I don't know how he got into the wrestling world. That is a... That is just a bizarre combo. Billy Corgan plus wrestling. It's not something I immediately think of when I think Billy Corgan. I think of Carl Pilkington. Straight away. Someone said I have the most serious love-hate relationship with Billy Corgan's voice. That's another thing that turns people off. That's definitely a major factor of how I feel. I can't really get into Corgan's voice very much. I like his songs, I think his songs are suited to his voice, but I don't really care for the voice. And again, for anyone who has no interest in music discussion whatsoever, listen. I'm struggling to enjoy this game because of the fucking level design. I need something. At least music discussion is keeping me thoroughly entertained, so let me have this one, just for one night. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, eagle feather, yeah, eagle feather. Yeah. That's like kind of the Mars Volta for a lot of people. Me and KY talk about Volta quite a bit. And I think that they're great, but Cedric's voice is a horrendous put-off for a lot of people. Even for me at first. But a lot of people I know will not give Mars Volta even a chance because they hate Cedric's voice that much. Vocals are important, man. Vocals, the lead vocals are important when it comes to music. One of the things I like about rock is that you don't have to be the best singer, you just have to be honest. You just be yourself most of the time, and people will, you know, gravitate towards you if you're, you know, just honest. But you can't suck that bad. You know, like, we're not talking about... Like, I mean, alright, look at Primus. Les Claypool. Amazing bass player, amazing songwriter. His voice is well suited to his songs, but I mean, if anyone's gonna argue that Les Claypool has an amazing voice, I'd be shocked. Or you could be Josh Homme, yeah, and rock and have the voice of an angel, I agree. Josh Homme's just got it all, man. I love Josh Homme's voice, his guitar playing, his songwriting, his lyrics. I really think he does have it all. He's Ginger Elvis. But yeah, the thing about it is, like, you know, with pop music, it's just corrected to shit, or it's like the same voice over and over and over again. Obviously, I'm embellishing, but you know, a lot of pop music sounds like variations of other pop stars that I've heard many, many times. And it's gotta be like, kind of a, like this kind of thing. And then whatever's in, you gotta sound like that. Or you gotta sound somewhat similar to that because it's in and it's pop. But with rock, you can just kind of be yourself. And I like the uniqueness of a lot of voices. And I wouldn't say just rock, that's definitely not the case. That's just my argument for one aspect. Oh, of that genre. And I'm not even trying to shit on Pop. If you want me to shit on Pop, I can. I'll take a big dump on it. But there's also Pop that I like. But this is not a Pop shit stream. I don't really feel like doing that tonight. I don't really feel like getting into that. That's just gonna make me upset.
Game saved.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't really feel like doing that. People want me to do it anyway. Spoopy time. This sounds like a little voice, like a Korok. I'm Shockmaster. Oh, you're a failure? You're a failure? Again, I don't understand how the fucking mixing got unnoticed. Why are the voices so low during the cutscenes? I don't get it. Yeah. PFM launcher the fuck out of this. These little sections are quite a bit of fun. I also really like how this, like, these enemies were poised to become the main villains of Turok 3. Like, you only see them in these little oblivion portals. Just briefly. Just briefly. These enemies are completely unique to these portals. And then the whole next game is all about them. So that I can appreciate. It always felt like this world, like when I was younger, it always felt like this world was part of a bigger story. And again, maybe that was just me in my baby brain. But I do think that Turok 2 did a lot right. Me shitting on it is a sad byproduct of it's just the error that it was made, I guess. We're about to get the nuke, by the way. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one excited about it, but I'm pretty goddamn excited to get a nuke. Fuck yeah, the shredder. Not Duke. Nuke. Chem. Wow. Come into my hallway, Douglas. You know, this is getting a little boring. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we? Probably one of the harder enemies. Cerebral bore? No problem. so deliciously cheesy. Vinny, how do I change a car tire? The faster the response, the better.
Well, first, Luigi, you gotta adjust the lug nut.
Tire iron applied directly to car. Is that good enough? I'm kind of busy. I can't really give you a full tutorial. Some good blood you got on there, Turok. Alright, I can see we're gonna have to do some big guns here. Do I have any plasma? No, I don't. There it is. Guarded by a lone jabron. Oh, there's another jabron. Yeah, this whole sequence was awesome. Got to use most of my weapons.
That you still live, Turok. This new evil continues to confuse me. Though I do not understand its power, I feel that its source is eternal. Do not let this threat deter you. The Primogen must be stopped, or all is lost.
Can I have my nuke now? Yo, son, when do I get the nuke? I'm missing it on level 3. Do you know what that is?
Game saved.
Goat cock.
Full health.
Yep. Butt trumpets. That's the level I'm missing it from. The butt trumpet level. I believe I will keep it green. You know, the blood of my enemies. Oh, you sneaky cunt. Wait, did I need to go here? Usually these aren't mandatory. Okay then. Not sure what that opened, but it's all good. I just need to be able to get up here. Okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just missing one piece. That's not... For me, that's not the end of the world. That is going to be a very possible thing for me to do. I want to go get the nuke, though. And I have to also get the feather going. So, I have a few things. I know, at least I have some clear ideas of what I have to do. That's the most important thing. Like, I'm not just wandering aimlessly. This is destroyed, right? I mean... Yeah, the plants are destroyed. It's just a matter of getting that one thing. Let's see. Oh, it's not gonna tell me. I don't even know if I have another ion core. $899 out of 900 Koroks. Desert, you just hurt my soul. I just put myself in, like, I just lived 2 weeks in 1 second thinking about that. Thinking about, like, all the mountains that I'd have to climb. All the rocks I'd have to look under. All the apples I'd have to potentially put into baskets. Traveling every square inch of Hyrule looking for the last Korok. Somehow Gerard did it. I don't understand him. He's a strange mortal. Because he has complete what many wish to not complete.
Game saved.
To bring the feather to Talset. Right here. Then I can hit up a save point, go to the butt marshes if I need to. Grab the nuke, come back here.
The spirits are pleased. As a reward, I grant you the Eye of Truth talisman. Now you may see things which were once invisible to you. Use it well.
What? I'm sorry, what'd you say? You would think, like, even though a developer did the voice, like, he might be able to just fake it a little bit better. Well, now I can see secrets. Yeah, I guess it's the lens of truth. Torokified. This is not the right way. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I needed the eye to get the last ion core. I might not even be able to finish this tonight because I still have to get the keys. So there may very well be one more stream of Turok, everyone. Which would be, like, a relatively short. It would be the key finding, and then the final boss. So that would probably be about an hour. Maybe a little bit more. So, one more Turok. I'm okay with this. It's for the best. I'm gonna at least complete this level tonight, though. Those are fake hallways. They're not- notice they're not on the map? That's just so dudes can shoot at you from what looks like another hallway. Alright, good. Well, some things are now complete here. This is still an issue. Remember, I need that. And that's only one piece. The fuck is this shit? The weapon hallway. Okay. Alright, well, I haven't completed the mission yet, so this isn't exactly... I mean, that'll take me back to the hub, which means I can get the nuke real quick, and then I could probably just come back here. Just curious about one thing. This takes me to the beginning. Doesn't matter. Either way. Mission failed. Wait a minute. I can't exit the level unless I get to a save point. Are you guys fucking quoting Blast Core? We'll get him next time! Good shit, my dudes! What's the name of the level? What's the name of the level? Please remind me one time. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about. Which is the level that brings me pain? Was it Diamond City? Oyster Harbor, is it? Oh yeah, I was talking about Blast Core, not this. No, this. I'm going to the Death Marshes. So I have a clear objective. I just need to find a save point, and then I can make this happen. Also, yeah, now that I have that feather, this is like probably this is gonna be the area where I find the thing. Maybe, I don't know. I might even fucking have it. I don't know.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you?
Okay, so I'm in the light ship somewhere. Maybe the sewers? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I think the sewers. So, you ready for butt trumpets? I'm gonna go to the Death Marshes too. This isn't gonna help me, is it? The map, that is. So, do any of you dude bros know where this thing is? It's a little quiet, they said in chat. That's funny. I'm sorry, did you say it was quiet?
Game saved.
got what you need. What's that? You need some FOV? How much FOV do you need? I am here to please. I'm sorry, am I scrub level FOV at the moment? Hang on, let me take care of this for you. I wouldn't want to disappoint you with my poor lifestyle choices, especially when it comes to FOV. So here, let me take care of that for you, my dude. I don't even know where the fuck it is. Here you go. Alright. Alright, now we're playing 2001 Space Odyssey, the game. Why is this even an option? Only the pros use FOVs like that. Christ did not die so that we could have a 193 FOV. I guess we're just gonna go through as much of the level as possible, looking for this godforsaken portal to nowhere. We're on a road to there, you know, to nowhere. Just as I say that, the drums actually sound a bit like the drums from Road to Nowhere.
Lives remaining.
Listen, even as a joke, I'd prefer not to have the volume that high, because it's just infuriating, thanks. Dee-dee. Right. Oh man, you know what's gonna be cool? When I accidentally go into one of those and explode. Cause the fucking explosion has taken 13 hours to complete. Okay, I've been here already. I've been here already. That's good. That's good. Get those trumpets revved up. Get them going. Get those trumpets pumping. Alright, so this could be the one, right here. I see the thing. Now I have to find the pyramid. They're always in the same area. So, let's hope it's not the fucking feather portal. That is a save point.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you?
That is a save point. That is not, in fact, the thing I was looking for.
Granted.
Just as the beat was getting good, just as the drop was coming, I went and fucked it up by going into a save point. Sorry, but creatures made of rock, I don't know, it just feels like bullets wouldn't be the most amazing thing. against them. If this leads to the thing, I'm gonna be real disappointed in the people that made this.
I am Turok.
Well, there's one key out of the way. Just accidentally found the Primogen key. Alright. This isn't working.
Primogen key found.
Great.
Game saved.
That means I only need 5 more. Good, I did it. Ultra health. Now get me out of here. How do I escape? How do I escape? Escape, escape. Alt delete, op delete.
I am Turok.
Hearing a lot about that.
I am Turok.
Sorry, did you say Tuvok or Turok? Are you the dude from Star Trek Voyager? Hey, if you are, can I ask you a question? Why have you been in so many horrendous fan films? Or are you Tupac? By the sound of those trumpets, I think he's Turok. Good, yeah, there's the sounds you need. There's the sounds you've been looking for. The sound of butt trumpets. Mixed with slosh. Splooge. Splooge. However, like Bono, much like Bono, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That was terrible. Okay, it wouldn't be back here. So many baffling design choices in this game. Like the fucking backtracking for the keys. I'm sorry, the mandatory backtracking. There's the thing I need. I just blow this up. I gotta get on the roof, I guess. No wonder I didn't fucking get it. It's only mandatory for 3 levels. Okay, so I just missed them the first time around then. This better be it. Okay, thank God. Oh boy, more meatkin. Alright, you need to die with fire. There you go. See? Doesn't it feel good? Thank you! That part was completely unplayable on the N64. What, you don't like a cinematic, blistering 8 frames a second? Anyway, this is pretty much the Chronoscepter from Turok 1, just kind of turned into a nuke.
Game saved.
So, let's, let's use it on one of the lowest level enemies I can find. It's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you?
You can help me find the fucking ion core, for one. And if you can't do that, then, well, we're done here. Can you do my taxes? Alright, so I'm looking for, I'm looking to this guy to save me. I'm looking for a sign of life. I'm looking for something to help me burn out right. Looking for excitations. It's 'cause she's giving me the excitations. And good vibrations. Okay.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you?
Who? JRL? Knows a lot about this game? JRL. Hello. What do? It's hard to see messages because they go up so quick. It's in one of the rooms with the timed doors. Okay, I remember the timed doors area. That's just past this. But I was like... sure. I was sure I did that. I was sure I was thorough over there. So that's weird to learn. This is what Bakba is gonna be doing real soon. If he hasn't already started. He's a speedrunner. He's a good dude. I like Bakba. Bakba Soup. He ran Turok 1 at GDQ. I think he's gonna do Turok. I think he's already started doing Turok 2. Right, this is most certainly not the way to go. Is this almost the end of the game? Yeah, we're real close. We're real close. I just have to get some more keys, and then I'm pretty much good to go. Okay, so this is the timed thing, right? So little monkey fella. Huh? Yeah, I was kind of shocked to see Fred there too. I didn't know he was gonna be there, but it was cool to see him just hanging out during the run. How the fuck did I miss that? I was in that room, right? I mean, there's no way I wasn't in that room. Whoa. That doesn't make any sense to me, though, cause you wondered the same thing? Well, thank you for the info, JR, but that's I definitely was on that spot. And there was, the other thing is, too, those crystals usually have exclamation marks over them. I would have noticed a double exclamation mark in that room. Oh, wait a minute. Was there no button in that room?
Scorpion missile launcher.
See, now I'm wondering. I might have thought it was a button.
Game saved.
Sorry, would've-st. Hey, did you guys like the, Red Letter Media review? From Mass Effect Andromeda? I'm sorry, the previously recorded, you know, Rick Stevens and Jack Picard? Where it's just Jack staring with a dead look in his eye. Wow, that was a good animation. While Rich destroys the box. This is a weird Hinox. I don't think he liked Mass Effect Andromeda very much. I remember this guy now. It's directly in the fucking in the mouth. Oh. Hey, buddy. Got a little something for you. Not as amazing as I hoped for boss damage. I just don't think he's hitting properly. Also, when did the Razor Wind stop working? Well, when did everything stop working? Fucking Christ. 2 health. Yes. Yes, please. Please, may I have another? Another 2 health, please. use the nuke again? That was not good. Oh, I see. The longer you charge it, the further it goes, I think. I think I have to start aiming for the arms now, because I'm not doing any damage to its head. Yeah, I've already damaged one of its arms. It was the arm. Somehow, through the grenades and the rockets and the nukes, the left arm remained unscathed. Well, now what? Oh, now I die.
7 lives remaining.
Yeah, 7 lives though. Eat it, dick. Well, it's got 0. Okay then. What wonky fucking hit detection? There we go. Just grow more meat for me to kill. Now I can use the nuke. It's gonna be good. I got one more nuke. Charge it up real good. Watch, it's gonna be like insta-kill. Nope. I think the nuke's most valuable asset is its AoE, and not necessarily its boss killing potential. But I don't know. It seems like everything hurts. Like, everything I thought was awesome in this game just been let down. One thing at a time.
6 lives remaining.
Do I never get more nuke ammo? Was that it? Is that the extent of the nuke ammo? Checkpoint. Okay. No, checkpoint restocks. That's good. Wait, is it dead? Like, I mean, the fight is complete? Why doesn't it explode into chicken nuggets? I just wanted to explode into chicken nuggets, guys. Alright. Well, we got some key finding, and then a boss battle. So that'll be its own stream. I do want to take advantage of some of the health and ammo that is available.
Greetings, Turok. How may I assist you? Ammo granted.
There we go.
Health granted.
Did you say Mulan chicken nugget sauce? Cause man, I have something I need to show you. Someone sent me this image. $19.98 McDonald's Mulan Szechuan McNugget dipping sauce. $89,500, 47 bids. Why is it open? What monster would open this? I'm sure there's more. There's gotta be more. It's being hoarded. But you know what? I guarantee you it's fine. The way McDonald's creates these food concoctions, these products, you know how like you're not legally allowed to call the cheese product cheese? You have to call it cheese product or like cheese something. It's like that. I strongly and firmly believe that that thing will last 20 years, no problem. And I also believe that that auction was put up by Dan Harmon to make $89,000. When was the last time I saved? Carl, you're an idiot. For your record. Just fucking, just whatever. This, just die. The fucking Mulan sauce did this to me. It was the Mulan sauce, everyone. I blame that entirely. 100%. I mean, this isn't that bad. If only I had flamethrower ammo, that would probably make this fight a nice, walk in the park. Breeze. Scorpion launcher's doing pretty good though, but that was, that's just not cool. Also, why can't I use the cerebral bore on this cunt? It's got a brain. Nice frog. I'm telling you, they're putting stuff in the water that's making the frogs gay! Alright. Okay. Why don't we just, save the game here?
Game saved. Game saved.
And we'll do the save point thing next time. That's good. I just wanted to show you the Mulan Szechuan sauce, that's it. Alright. To be continued. Notice how I totally just checked out of the stream. I wasn't even available emotionally or otherwise. I was just dead. I checked out 5 minutes ago. Sorry, guys. I'm clicking art tagged as Vinny to promote people to tag their art all the time. 9 more seasons. Tag your art.